Why are some people so rich and some of us are so poor? Elon Musk makes 600,000 kina every minute. While you and I, 600,000 kina is our annual salary for 2 years. I have always been fascinated about how some people are so rich while some people are so poor. Well, I've realized that success is not always about hard work. You can be always busy, but you will never be productive. You will never be successful. If being successful is about hard work, why is a front desk receptionist not richer than the CEO of a company? The receptionist works longer hours than the CEO works. It's not also about intelligence. There are a lot of intelligent people out there who are still stuck in a 9-to-5 job, living paycheck to paycheck. Very brilliant people. It is not also about inherited wealth. People who are successful today, not all of them inherit the success from their parents. In the world today, there are 3,028 billionaires, according to Forbes. Living currently in 2025, 70% of them are self-made. They did not inherit anything from their parents. So what really is the difference between people who are successful and wealthy and people who are not? It always boils down to what your mind tells you that you are capable of, your belief system, and what you think you can achieve. Our culture and our belief system and even our church, in a way, has influenced us to accept the status quo and to live where we are and to be happy with what we have right now. Our custom does not challenge the limits of life. When a poor person looks at the limits being set by the world, or limits being set by the nature, or limits being set by the culture, or limits being set by, let's say, religious belief, we think that's the way of life. We live under that limit. Our entire existence and our success cannot go past that limit. We think that's the norm in the world, and no one's supposed to question it. Let me give you a clear example. Like in the church, you hear people say, money is the root of evil. Love of money is the root of evil. Do not hoard too much wealth. Little is much when God is in it. While these teachings of the Bible are good, when it comes to the physical needs of the church, like building a new church or putting up some projects, building a pastor's house, it is people, the church-going people, who decides to go beyond the church set limit, to go further. They're not only limiting themselves to think that little is much, but decide to venture into business, to make a little bit more money. It is those people who end up supporting the church. I'm telling you this because I'm speaking from experience. I am someone who has extensively supported numerous church buildings, numerous church projects, many other things. So, back to my point. The successful people and the wealthy people are the ones who look at the limit and think that they could test the limit, to try to break through, to push beyond. They look at life and they say, there's more beyond. There's more to life than what meets the eye. You know the story of Christopher Columbus. Before his time, the Spaniards who were sailing across the world and who were exploring the unknown parts of the world, they thought the earth was flat. And they've explored known parts of Europe and Africa, and they thought, that's it. That's the end of the world. In one of those main wharves that the sailors used to sail out from, they wrote a big motto on one of the engravings there. They said, Ne plus ultra. Ne plus ultra, in English, it said, no more beyond. And they have believed that if anyone sails beyond what they have already discovered, you will come to the end of the world and you will fall down or maybe disappear. And then came Christopher Columbus. He decided that, let me push the limit a little bit further. And then he sailed across the Pacific Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean. And then he discovered South America and North America and most of the Pacific Island countries. Upon his return, they built a monument in one of the towns in Spain. And the writing Ne plus ultra, they built a lion. A lion was staring out the word ne plus ultra. And it removes the word no, and it only leaves more beyond. The difference between why someone is so successful and someone is so wealthy, between you and I, living in a survival mode, paycheck to paycheck, we feel that there is no more beyond the wealth we can get apart from what we have in our account or what used to come in every 2 weeks on our fortnight. The big difference between us and them is what your mind thinks that is possible to achieve. When we studied physics, they said law of attraction. When you think about something and if you think you can get it, few years down the line, you can achieve it. And even the Bible says that if you have a faith like a mustard seed, you can tell that mountain to move from its place. These are different ways to illustrate how powerful our mind is. If you set your mind right to something, you can achieve it.